YouTube family, I'm just dropping another room vlog on you all as I'm preparing to head off to work. Just want to do a quick highlight of one of my souvenirs from the Grand Canyon that I talked about in one of the popular videos that I posted this week. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. You know something, I just want to say this real quick. This YouTube journey that I'm on, it's really something. When I decided to restart my channel, I had an idea. Of what I wanted to do YouTube videos of. I had an idea of what I wanted to talk about, mainly from the standpoint of, being a motivator, an inspirator. When I considered doing videos again, that was one thing, is to inspire people with my messages, but also maybe to enlighten people with my travel videos. I mean, those are things that I wanted to do YouTube videos about. Inspiration, travel, and like I've said before, I never thought where I lived here in this room, in this extended stay hotel, would really be a point of interest. I didn't think it would be a point of interest. I was just casually talking about where I live. But now I'm starting to get an understanding that you are also taking an interest in my personal relationship with Sanaya. And these are things that I didn't expect. These are things that I didn't expect to talk about when I thought about restarting my YouTube channel. The thing is, I was trying to be what I am inside. Do you all understand what I'm saying with that? I'm trying to be what I am, what's inside of me. As a young adult, I always watched and listened to some of the old school motivational speakers. I'm talking Jim Rohn, I'm talking Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, all of these motivational type of people, inspirational type of people, and I wanted to be like that. I want to be one of those type of people. But as I've gotten older and everything like that, and I started to travel, then I wanted to somewhat be like the people that I watched on YouTube, some of the travel vloggers. One of my favorite channels on television was the Travel Channel. And I don't know what they've done with the Travel Channel now. I mean, they really don't do anything talking about travel now, which, you know, when you think about how tourism is being affected now, and part of me kind of saw this coming. I kind of saw this coming, especially when I saw a change in the Travel Channel. When I noticed a change in the Travel Channel, where they're really not doing TV shows about travel, there is really the paranormal channel now. I mean, leave a comment down below if you all are familiar with what I'm talking about. Okay, and that's not really the main point of this video. What I'm saying here is this. That's what I wanted to do YouTube videos about, and I have. That's what I have done. You all are seeing I'm loading up travel videos almost every day, you know. But also, I'm doing my best to do videos that are somewhat inspirational, motivational, educational. You know, also, whether it's through a travel video or I'm just doing one of my vlogs of what I call right now my room vlogs. What I want to do is address comments, because this new story that I have, that I'm posting videos about, it's getting me some traction in my channel. You know, look at all the comments on the one video where I'm telling the quote-unquote backstory of how me and Sanaya became a couple. And I would venture to say, I mean, it can be an interesting story. I didn't think I'd be doing videos talking about it, but if you all want to know, you know, I don't have a problem telling the story, because here's the point. Here's the main point. We overcome by the testimonies of each other. That's biblical. We overcome by the testimonies of each other. So by me telling my story, telling what I've been through and some of my experiences, some of you all are going to pick up little nuggets of information, little nuggets of inspiration and insight through me just telling my story. And I'm already seeing it. And we just did chapter 1. But let me address some of the comments real quick. And really, we gotta give credit to Sister Dee Dee. Sister Dee Dee, I don't think you meant to start what you started, but yeah, we gonna roll with this. We're gonna roll with this, okay? So just, you know, I'm a Virgo, and Virgos balance Libras. Okay, sis, we gonna roll, okay? You did ask a question, Sister Dee Dee. Could you please do a video explaining in detail about the video sponsorships? You know, I will do a video about the certificates of video sponsorship. It was just a way to raise money, and raise money for the trips that me and Sanaya were taking, and I was just looking for people to sponsor the videos by going to my eBay page and purchasing a certificate of video sponsorship. And like I said, I'll do a video explaining more of that. Sister Penny C. I don't know how to pronounce your I guess that's your last name, Sister Penny, the nurse. I talked about you in a video that I posted earlier today. But I can imagine it was awesome. She talked about how she and her husband got married in front of the fountains at the Bellagio. Wow, that must have been something. Okay, awesome, good for you. I'm happy for you. But this was the comment that got me kind of going. Well, two comments right here from men. Most of my comments are coming from women, but I'm happy to see some comments from men. Brother Kevin Garris, he commented, "You're a good storyteller, my brother. This is your lane. Not everybody has that ability." Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, Brother Kevin. Here's the thing. Like I said, I'm just doing what's inside of me. I'm really not even trying, and I'm not trying to say that in no egotistical way or anything like that. I'm just doing what's inside of me to do. And if people find it interesting, or I'm just doing what I can do, or doing what I feel led to do. So if you think I'm a good storyteller, if you and some of you all others have talked about, off this one video. This was just chapter 1. Okay? I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Brother Brian Carter, I brought you up in a video I posted earlier also from the April-May Las Vegas trip at the conservatory. You might see that. He just says here, "Martin, you just described where I am at in life right now. The depression and loneliness is real." Okay, bruh, I'm gonna talk about it in chapter 2. In chapter 2, we're gonna get into it, and the byproducts of that period of loneliness and depression that led to desperation for me when I went out trying to find somebody. Okay, we're going to get into that in chapter 2, so stay tuned for that. Madam President, your story had me hooked. I can't wait for the next installment. I think you should create pseudo-names for your friends and characters. Also, no woman wants to be called fat. Just saying. Sis, I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm just describing that term was just the best way to describe, the woman that I was dealing with. As a matter of fact, if you all remember the video I did when Sanaya and I was on Amtrak, traveling to Alexandria. Traveling to Alexandria for Mother's Day. If you all remember that, when we stopped in Fredericksburg, I talked about a dear friend that lived in Fredericksburg, and whenever we pass through there, I think about her. Well, she's the one that I'm talking about. She's the one that passed away. Okay, so you all are seeing how some of these videos and these stories I'm telling, this stuff is starting to link up. These videos and the stories that I'm telling in these videos are starting to link up in ways that I couldn't put it together like that. It's just happening. It's just happening organically, So, but here's the thing. I will great suggestion, sis. Great suggestion. I am going to use pseudo names for the characters and the actual people in these videos. So coming up, I got you. Sister Tracy, this story was fire. Can't wait for the next installments. Okay, they're coming. I believe chapter 2 will be posted on the evening of June the 20th. That's tomorrow. June the 20th. Maybe around 9 o'clock, I will post chapter 2. So stay tuned for that. Okay? Let me see, just one more. Look at Sister Dee Dee. Look at Sister Dee Dee. She just dang, you lost on the fat women. See, Madam President, Dee Dee used that term too. Dang, you lost on the fat women. I've been tall and skinny since I was a teenager. Okay, Sister Dee Dee, look at you, stirring the pot. Okay, that's that Virgo. That's that Virgo energy. Look at you stirring the pot. It's all good though. We gonna ride. Right now because we got a long way to go with this story I'm gonna tell. Like I said, I started the story in 2019. I didn't meet Sanaya until 2022. Okay, so we got a lot of story leading up to when I actually met Sanaya. So buckle up, y'all. Buckle up. But Sister Dee Dee did say, I loved this story. And then Julie B, 731, me too. I think you pushed him in the right direction. LOL. Okay, y'all. I can do this. I can do this. So stay tuned. I got to go ahead and get myself ready for work. I got clients. I got a busy afternoon schedule. But yeah, we can do this. So buckle up. Stay tuned. Chapter 2 is coming up. Alright? I hope you all liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you have any questions or positive or constructive comments, leave it in the comments section. If you'd like to support the channel with your wallet, go to my eBay page. Check out what I got in my eBay business. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I want to thank you all for watching this video. I want to thank you all for your support and your encouragement. Thank you all so much. So until the next video, be blessed and be a blessing.